Thank you for staying with us on The Pulse. I'm Gary Al Smith, and this is The Sport. The Ghana Football Association is urging clubs to contact the Ghana Police Service to ensure that COVID-19 protocols are well observed in big games, or what they call Category A games. However, most club venues are finding it difficult to control their fans and to compel or encourage them to adhere to the safety protocols during this pandemic. Communication Director for the GFA is Henry Asantichum.
The 2020-2021 football season commenced in mid-November last year as matches were played behind closed doors due to the spike in COVID-19 cases. However, in January, fans were allowed to return to the various stadia after government lifted the ban on a condition that only 25% of fans will be allowed with strict adherence to the COVID-19 protocols. In the last 15 days, Accra House of Folk, Mediama Sporting Club and Kerala United have failed to enforce fans to adhere to the protocols at their respective home grounds. As a result, the aforementioned clubs have been penalized by the GFA to play their home games behind closed doors until the disciplinary committee comes out with a ruling. The Ghana Football Association Communications Director, Henry Asantichum, believes the culpable clubs have themselves to blame.
For the start of the league, we put a document together. The medical committee of the FA, led by Dr. Baba, put a detailed document as regards the role of clubs and the safety and security officers of the various clubs. House of Folk versus Olympics, that was not respected. So the issues are different. The House of Folk Olympics game, there were multiple of, indiscipline. First of all, they sold more than the allocated tickets of 25% out of a 40,000 capacity. That was wrong. Secondly, social distancing protocols were not followed judiciously. When Mediama played against Hearts of Folk, yes, we had our eyes at the Akun Park in Takwa, and what we observed was that Veronica buckets were provided, fans were in nose mask, but as soon as they entered the stadium, some of them removed it. We have seen pictures where the fans is either they've dropped it to the jaw level or they don't have it at all, and they were sitting side by side, toe to toe. Those who were standing, at the other side of the pitch were also close to each other. It's not that we are against anyone. It is not that we hate any club.
The flouting of the COVID-19 protocols has been blatant, especially in big games, namely the Manchester Derby between House of Folk and Great Olympics, Mediama Sporting Club's 1-0 win over Accra House of Folk, and Kerala United's loss to Asante Kotoko in Anyenase. The above games show that clubs are finding it difficult to control the number of supporters who troop into match venues and also to enforce the observation of COVID-19 protocols. Henry is urging clubs to collaborate with the Ghana Police Service to ensure the adherence of the protocols.
Your responsibility is to write to the police unit and request for police personnel on match days. Now, the first thing you have to do is to submit a copy of the fixtures for the whole year. So in our situation, for instance, we have category A matches, we have category B matches, and then category C matches. These things are known to the clubs. I mean, I don't want to believe that a club like Mediama does not know the category A games that they have. They know that when they play Kotoko, it's a category A game. When they play House of Oak, it's a category A game. When they play Dreams FC, it is not a category A game. So mostly, the police personnel that we normally request for differ. They don't, you cannot request for 13 police officers for a game between maybe Dreams FC and Ashanti Gold, and request for 13 police officers for a game between Ashanti Gold and Asante Kotoko, because the two differ. They are not the same. The expectation, the pedigree, the euphoria, the hunger, and everything that go into such big games differ from an inter-allies Dreams FC match.
After week 13 of the Ghana Premier League, Asante Kotoko lead the pack with 23 points. Kerala United are in second with 22 points. Bechemu United, Great Olympics and Aduana Stars complete the top 5. Brekum Chelsea, King Faisal and Inter Allies are languishing at the bottom of the table.
Yeah, that's the sport for now. Thank you very much for your time. Gary L. Smith here. We'll be back with more during JoyNews Prime.